Pleasing the aesthetic senses, especially the sight, is the principal intent for allurement and attraction, also defined as beauty. It is natural for human beings to have a keen eye for beauty trends in hair, nails, and especially the face. Being a central body region of sense, the face is vital in expression of emotions such as anger, sadness, happiness, surprise, just to name a few. To achieve this, the eyebrows play a facilitative role in communication by strengthening expressions such as surprise or anger. Doing the eyebrows wrongly may more often than not cause someone to appear to be expressing an emotion that they are not experiencing. To avoid this, it is important for one to do the eyebrows right. This is Do It Right. I am Marion Munyao. The brows go hand in hand with one's face shape, but the question is, do you know your face shape?
I know my face shape. It's oval. I'm round-faced person.
In a quest to shed more light, I spoke to Njeri Motisia, a makeup artist, and found out that there are 7 major face shapes.
We have 7 major face shapes. There is the round shape, there is the square, there is the pear, there is diamond, there is oblong, which is also called long, there is heart.
The line of symmetry is a mathematical term that also exists in the world of facial beauty. The beauticians use it in determining one's face shape.
You can get to know about the face shape depending on the features of your face. My forehead and cheekbones are symmetrical, but it gets smaller at the chin, so they will term that as the oval shape. Simple terms, it means how you measure your face, the distance between your forehead, your cheekbone, between your cheekbone and the jawline, and maybe between the forehead and the jawline.
Apart from preventing sweat, water, and other debris from accessing the eye sockets, Njeri highlights that one should invest in eyebrows as first impression matters.
Eyebrows are like a first impression. When I look at someone, or when someone looks at me, my emotions, my expressions will come through the eyebrows. That's the first thing.
Thick, thin, and medium are the designs present for brows. The trio can have different arcs such as soft arc, strong arc, high and low medium arc.
We have 3 major designs. So there's thick, thin, and medium. In thin, you'll find there's soft arch, where the arch is the place that looks like it's curving. Yeah, soft arch. There's high medium, there's low medium, and there's the S shape. It comes down to designs from there.
Eyebrow shaping did not just start with the millennials. The trends in eyebrows trace their roots from way back in 1920, when thin eyebrow shapes that include even a single line were done.
We have very many trends, and trends, as clothes come, for example, they change over time. Beauty is the same way. If you go through the history of eyebrows, from the 1920s, they usually did the very thin ones, the ones that draw a line. That has changed over time. You get now in the 1950s, they started getting a bit thicker. Then in the 1970s, they started getting the arch. Then it came down to 1980s, where they went back to the small lines again.
More trends emerged from 2000. The feathery eyebrow trend was birthed during this period. However, this trend was not a sign of madness, but a way ladies in the 2000s used to be trendy.
Between the 2000 up to now, they started now getting funny trends. We have one called feathered, where people actually shape your eyebrows like feathers, where you separate, like you see the way the feather of a chicken looks like, it has a partition in between. There's rainbow, where you find you have multiple colors on your eyebrows. There's one that was last year. It's called the wavy or the squiggly eyebrows. You draw something that looks like a snake that's moving.
Eyebrows are not twins, but brothers. However, this does not mean that they should not rhyme. For them to rhyme, you need to have the right equipments at hand.
Major ones that people use, are concealer, we have brushes. We have 3 major brushes. There's one called an angled brush, there's one called a spoolie brush, and I recommend this third one for, it's called a blending brush, to remove excess, whatever you don't need that is excess. Then we also have eyebrow pencils or eyebrow powders.
Ladies, let me burst your bubble. Despite the fact that brown eyebrow pencil is more often than not used to shape your eyebrow, Njeri highlights the use of black eyebrow pencil, especially to those with very dark eyebrows.
You find some of us have darker hair, like number 1 color hair, so you will definitely use a black eye pencil. But for some of us, if you look at us, you will see the eyebrows and the hair does not match. So you will tend to use a slightly dark brown or a very, not a really light one, but a light brown kind of a pencil.
According to the makeup artist, one should use a concealer that is 1 or 2 shades lighter than one's skin tone.
It is recommended that you use something that is 1 or 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. Yes, you look like you have actually defined eyebrows. That's why you use a lighter tone to just basically show the shape of your eyebrow, to lift actually the eyebrow also. So it just gives you a glow.
No pain, no gains calls for bravery to those who intend to remove the eyebrow hair just before shaping them.
We have threading, we have tweezing, we have the razor blade. You can even do it in the house. We have microblading, we have laser. Laser is also called electrolysis, where you literally permanently remove your eyebrows. We have micro shading. We have literally, the things are coming up every other time. But the most painless I can say is the razor blade. But threading is painful, of course. Waxing is painful because it's literally plucking the hair. I believe tweezing is most painful because it plucks the hair one by one.
For those who prefer using razor blade in trimming the brows, you need to consider this.
The only pain you might have to feel is as you disinfect them, because that is very important, so that you don't get bumps, because some people get bumps from plucking out facial hair. So to avoid that, you have to disinfect.
A big forehead is indeed a unique feature to those who fall victim. Thick eyebrows and slightly bigger arcs is recommended for the lady who wants to hide it. On the other hand, reducing the thickness and size of the arc can make the forehead pop out.
You either want it to pop or reduce it. So if you want to hide it, you might want to make a slightly bigger arch and thick eyebrows if you want to conceal it. But if you want it to not pop, you will reduce the thickness and maybe reduce the arch where the eyebrow comes to.
Njeri encourages those with the unibrow to trim the hair between the brows so as to avoid the appearance of having one huge facial expression on your face.
The unibrow is a blessing. Some people want to remove it, others want to conceal it. So it just depends on your preference. If you have to have it, you might at least want to cut a bit of it so that you don't look like you have one huge expression on your face, to bring a little definition on your face.
Men are neither left out in the world of eyebrows. Inasmuch as some men have started to shape their eyebrows the same way women do, those who are against this should therefore groom them by trimming or combing.
Men can groom their eyebrows. If you don't want to have like bushy, you can actually trim them. Some people actually cut them using razors just a bit to bring definition to the face.
Just like cleaning the face, wipes can serve best when cleaning off the eyebrow makeup.
To clean your eyebrows and your face in general, you can use wipes, number 1, to just clean off the makeup, the excess makeup, and wash the face using soap.
In a bid to pinpoint the actual mistakes present in the shaping of eyebrows, Grace demonstrates how she does her eyebrows as a beginner. strokes at the start and shorter eyebrow tail are some of the don'ts pointed by Jerry.
At the beginning, one should do light upward strokes. Then as you progress towards the arch and towards the tail, for a more defined eyebrow, you would need to do darker strokes. Measuring where your eyebrow starts and ends, you simply, if you can just tilt a bit, you simply do this at the bridge of the nose. I'll just do an imaginary line. That is where an eyebrow should actually naturally start. To show the arch, where the arch should be, this is the simple way of doing it. The end of the nose and where the arch is, that's where the higher point of the arch should be, even when one is shaping them. And where the eyebrow should end is simply that. So for this case, we would have to get to that point.
Wide forehead, fairly wider cheekbones, and a jawline that is wider than the cheekbone marks the features of a square-faced shape. A soft arc is recommended to bring out the illusion of a smaller jawline, hence defining the shape.
She is in between a square and a heart shape because she has a wide forehead. The cheekbones are fairly wider, but the jawline is quite wide compared to the cheekbones. So that is how you know that the shape of your face. So for this kind of a face, you need a soft arch so that you define the jawline.
Shaping of eyebrows is as easy as ABC. Just like any process, eyebrow shaping involves a series of steps taken in a bid to bring out the appearance intended.
We will start by shaping her eyebrows from the top. We usually begin somewhere after the beginning so that it has a more defined look. For the lower bit, you will want to begin where the eyebrow begins. So light strokes, as I said, at the beginning of the eyebrow, then darker strokes as you move along. This is where the spoolie comes in. You will start by using the same strokes that you used at the beginning of the eyebrow to give it a more lighter shade. Then this is where now the concealer, the angled brush, and the blending brush come in. If you use too much, you might have different colors on your face. So when you start at the top, this is how you hold it when you're doing it from the top. You simply go as you clean the eyebrow. Remember the arch that we said, the soft one that defines the jawline, just like that. Now this is where this blending brush comes in. You might do the whole eyebrow first, or you might do it a step at a time. You just go blending it so that it doesn't look too light. So now from the bottom, this is how you go about it. Remember the arch, you also have to define it from the bottom.
Wide forehead that extends to the wide cheekbones up to the jawline highlights the features of the round face shape. Fuller eyebrows, soft arc, and longer tail are best fit for a round-shaped face. This is in order to balance the forehead and the cheekbones and also the jawline.
As you're doing the top bit of it, don't start from where the eyebrow starts. You start from somewhere just after the eyebrow. Light strokes at the beginning, upward, using the spoolie again, the upward motion as you go. So same process again, using the concealer. You start wherever you're comfortable with, hold the brush, and we are going to go to the lower bit of the eyebrow.
The narrowing of the face from the forehead to the cheekbone results in the formation of an oval and long-shaped face. Oval shapes mostly works with a majority of eyebrow shapes. Njeri highlights a soft arc and an elongated outward tail as best preferred for this particular face shape. This is in order to widen the face.
For an oval shape, it simply means that it is more narrow than wide. So, and it also forms the oval shape. Oval shape usually goes with majority of the shapes for the eyebrows. It's a very versatile kind of a shape. So, but the most preferred is one that has a soft arch and sort of an elongated but outward moving eyebrow to sort of widen the face.
A wide forehead and a slightly smaller chin best describes a heart and diamond face shape. A high arc is best preferred in order to lessen the forehead.
So this is a diamond face shape. As you can see, there is a wide forehead as it goes down to a slightly smaller chin. So what we want to do is create a high arc to lessen the forehead. Simply as that.
Did you know the size of the eyes also determine the shape of the eyebrows?
Even as you're looking at the face shape, please consider your eyes. Sometimes you have small eyes, you need to make them look brighter. So you might want to also consider that as you shape your eyebrows. For example, if you have probably a slightly bigger nose and smaller eyes, you would need your eyes to pop. So you'd have to go for a slightly thinner kind of an eyebrow for that.
For any questions and inquiries, visit Njeri Mutisia on her Facebook page, Njeri D. Mutisia Makeup Artist, and Instagram, njeri.d.mutisia_makeup. This time round, do it right. I am Marion Munyao.